Hey guys, time for another daily mystery skin gift giveaway. If you want to enter, all you have to do is follow the instructions on screen. Enjoy the video. I can't see the bomb. Why can't I see the bomb? What? Back up. Dude! Why, man?
NANI?お前はもう死んでいる。
Alright, so I'm gonna get this out of the way pronto. A lot of you guys are probably asking yourself, Ross, Yasuo, again, really? And yeah, sure, I've said my fair share of things about Yasuo in the past. Yes, it's true that I believe that 99% of the people that main Yasuo are neck-bearded, fedora, shuriken-throwing, Mountain Dew chugging dweebs who are very likely firing their Dorito-encrusted fingers into overdrive right now to intellectually checkmate me as to why I'm bronze. And how they've studied the fine Nippon steel of the katana for the last 6 weeks of their lives after they finally actually watched Bleach. But no, I have come upon some information that to me was so earth-shattering that the only thing I could think about was how much of a mistake Yasuo was. You may want to sit down for this one, although if you are standing up watching these videos, then that's kind of like, that's a bit weird to be honest. But the entire reason behind this video is very simple, guys. Yasuo ruined anime for me. How, you may wonder? Well, here's the thing, okay? Yasuo, one of the 4 horsemen of the Apocalypse, is voiced in Japanese by the same person that is probably one of my all-time favorite characters in anime, Joseph Joestar. This might not seem like a big deal to you, and you might even be like, hey, that's pretty cool. But no, absolutely not. I cannot allow this injustice to go unpunished. There is no way that I can learn information like this without swift and brutal retaliation towards Riot Games and the atrocities that they have committed over the years. This is like legitimately like a war crime or something. Like, I swear, I don't really know how war crimes work, but like, this is probably one of them, I think. So Yasuo is a mistake, but aside from attracting possibly the most cancerous type of player in League of Legends, he attracts what Magic the Gathering communities would call a Timmy player. A player who doesn't like to win unless they win big. The kind of player that, despite having a Zed mid, an Assassin Blue Kayn jungle, and a Rammus and Malphite on the enemy team, will insta-lock Yasuo in a heartbeat top lane because the team does not matter. Like, nothing else matters other than his belief that he is destined to mechanically outplay his opponents despite all the odds. They unironically must think that they are living in an anime. But unlike anime, getting the shit kicked out of you and going 0-6 in lane does not make you stronger. But unsurprisingly, this image basically sums up the experience that this player usually faces. Yes. Nerf Yasuo. Yeah. Okay. Crushing defeat, relentless failure, typing up a fucking storm in all chat about why the enemy team are tryhards for taking tanks and rank during a fucking tank meta of all things against a full AD team. All Timmy wants to do is one big win. All he wants to do is win once, and win big. It doesn't matter if he goes 0-13 for 8 games in a row. That one game where he goes 12-3 is enough to give him a boner the likes of which you have never, ever seen. And that's a Timmy player, the alpha male of the League of Legends world, mastering the art of losing with style, and with a multilingual ability of being able to say that he fucked your mother, and everything from Mandarin to Portuguese. So, beyond the people that are attracted to this champion, what is it that's wrong with Yasuo exactly? Well, surprisingly, I actually just find the entire backstory to Yasuo completely laughable. Like, Yasuo's reason for existence in this game and on this planet is so hilariously cliche that it's kind of tough to read. The amount of tropes and cliches in his backstory are genuinely too many to count on your fingers. The prodigy of the blade, Yasuo learns to become essentially an airbender, a technique that was thought unattainable. Then a war is waged on his people, and he is made to guard his elder or some shit. Like a complete moron, he decides to run off and fight and leave his elder. During this time, the person he was supposed to be guarding is murdered with a wind technique, which causes Yasuo to be framed and chased for the rest of his life by assassins trying to kill him. Now, he ends up killing his brother, he cries and stuff, and then he vows to defeat the enemy assassin. I shit you not, this is like 2 sentences off being the plotline for the Afro Samurai anime. Like, you know, the anime where Samuel Jackson like voices like half the characters and is not even remotely seriously. Like look at this clip.
Hey, that a motherfucking RPG? You got a motherfucking RPG? A RPG in a motherfucking backpack?
So beyond his backstory, what else is it that pisses me off about Yasuo? What is it that boils my blood, makes me seethe with anger every time I see him in one of my games? Well, I don't know, it's just something about the playstyle of the character, something about the way that Yasuo plays that attracts certain players, and the things that Yasuo players expect from their team that fuck me off to absolutely no end. How many times have you gone into a lobby and for some reason you've accidentally forgotten to ban Yasuo and the enemy team thought that you would ban Yasuo, so nobody bans it. You immediately get that first pick, insta-lock of Yasuo, and it immediately follows in the chat with, pick me knockups. The amount of times that I've been in a game and one of my Yasuos has expected the entire team to pick around him. This boy wants like an AP Yasuo mid or top lane. He wants Lee Sin or Jarvan in the jungle. He absolutely wants Janna bot lane support with like Tristana so she can ult H, just so that like everyone, literally everybody on the team can give him something to get an ulti off of. And even despite all that, you can almost guarantee that even if you did pick around him, which I've been there and I've done it, I've played ranked at Warrior where I've made the mistake of picking around at Yasuo. It never fucking works. It never works. Trust me. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Even with like 4 or 5 knockups, you can almost guarantee that this person can still misclick horrendously and end up not actually being able to hit absolutely any ultis. But even despite that, if they're on the enemy team, they can go 0-6 early game. They can be like 0-12, and all it takes is one good knock-up, like one good 4-man knock-up. All of a sudden, that motherfucker gets a quadra kill. All of a sudden, that guy starts carrying the game. I swear though, people ban this champion a lot. Like, Yasuo has a fairly high ban rate. Like, and as compared to at least other characters that I would consider far more overpowered than him. I mean, you don't really see Yasuo in competitive play, really, ever. Like, he's not really a champion you see in competitive play, and I mean that's the kind of place I guess you'd expect to see him, where teams are very coordinated, they can work out knockups and get all that stuff going. But he's just a solo queue warrior, and people, I swear to God, at least in my case, whenever I ban Yasuo, it's not because I don't want to see him on the enemy team, it's not because I'm scared of facing up against him. I mean, when I used to main Pantheon, Yasuos were a welcome thing. I would love to see a Yasuo on the enemy team if I was playing Pantheon top lane. But no. Pretty sure the main reason that people ban Yasuo, and you guys probably agree with me, is because you don't want anybody on your own team to actually pick this character. That's literally it. That's literally it. Anybody that bans Yasuo, you're banning it for your own team, not for the enemy team. You don't want to see that shit in your own team, because you know that that's a one-way ticket to loss. That's just it, dude. You don't want to tempt the dribbling baboons that are very likely to grab this as a pick. And if you're genuinely offended by anything in this video, if anything here offends you, if you feel personally attacked by this video because you main Yasuo, there is a very good chance that you're one of the people that I've been talking about. But anyway, if you want to pick Yasuo, feel free to just make sure you're on the enemy team, like for me when you do it. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching this video. This is kind of a new thing, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget to buy that merch. Buy that merch. Buy that merch. I know. Right? See you guys possibly tomorrow. If you did enjoy this, feel free to drop a like on it as well, and all that stuff. Bye.